Good morning, boys and girls. I'm happy to see you today. Today is Wednesday, and we are going to start off with a review of rhyming words. Now, if you remember, rhyming words are words that have different beginnings and they sound the same at the end. So, for example, hat and bat are rhyming words. They sound the same at the end. So we're going to review the rhyming words that Miss Hales has here on the board. And then when we get to this right here, I'm just going to ask you to switch out the beginning sound right here. So for example, repeat after me. We have fan, pan, van, and then you say that one. What is that one gonna, if it starts with a sound, what will the word be? Fan, pan, van, man. Good job. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. And I will just pause right here to give you a chance to say the word that is going to be represented with this as its beginning sound, okay? So here we go. Bat, cat, hat, sat. Very nice. We have clock, rock, block, talk. Nice. We have bee, three, key, C. Nice. We have goat, boat, throat, moat. We have ring, swing, wing, and king. Good. Then we have bed, sled, bread, fed, tie, pie, fly, and shy, plane, chain, rain, and cane. Good job. Okay, we're going to do a review of the tricky words that we've learned, and today we're just going to review them by Miss Hales writing them down for you, and I just need you to pay attention. Are you ready? Okay, so the first one that we learned was the word spelled with an A. Okay, the next one was the word the, spelled T-H-E. Then we learned the word of, spelled O-F, of. We learned the word all, spelled A-L-L. We learned the word from, spelled F-R-O-M. We learned the word one, O-N-E, for the number one. And we learned the word was, W-A-S. Read them again with me. The, of, all, from, one, was. Okay? I'm going to read some sentences with you today that have some of those tricky words in them. So these sentences are similar to what you're going to have in your Nearpod activity, so I just need you to pay attention with me, okay? So this sentence says, one frog is on the log. Read that with me. One frog is on the log. How many frogs were on the log? Just one. Good. All right, let's read this sentence. This is about a boy named Tim. It says, Tim, read it with me. Tim got a quilt from his bed. Read it one more time. Tim got a quilt from his bed. I want you to notice how each of the sentences has a capital letter in the beginning and a punctuation at the end, and each word has space in between it. When we write, we need to remember to include the spaces in between our words, capitalize the first word of the sentence, and make sure you have your punctuation at the end. Let's read this one together. It's about a girl named Kim. It says, Kim was in the pond. What do you think Kim was doing in the pond? Maybe she was swimming. Maybe she was jumping in the water. Let's read it again. It says, Kim was in the pond. Very good. And our last sentence reviewing some of our new tricky words is this one right here. Again, notice capital letter in the beginning of the sentence, spaces in between each word, and punctuation over here at the end. Let's read. It says, the kids got all of the gifts. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? The kids got all of the gifts. Okay, the consonant blends that we are going to practice today are the FR, which makes the sound fur, like frog and fruit. And we'll also practice the CR, cur, like cream and crust and crab. Okay, so just like we did yesterday, we're going to put the FR here. Ms. Hales will say some words and you will keep track of them with tally marks. So you're going to need your dry erase marker and your whiteboard or pencil and paper so that you can put your tally marks. We're listening for the fur sound and the cur sound, okay? So let's get ready. For those of you that weren't able to do yesterday's lesson, I'll show you what we're going to do. Ms. Hales will say a word. I'm not going to show you how it's spelled. I want you to be listening for the sounds. So if the word that I say is the word crust, then you're going to just put a tally mark under the CR because cur is what you hear at the beginning of the word crust, okay? If I say the word fruit, then you hear the fur in the beginning, and then you will put a tally mark under the F and the R. When I'm finished saying words that have those consonant blends in the beginning of them, then we will tally them up or count them so that you can see if your number matches my number. Okay? All right, so in order to start, let me get rid of this. Are you ready? Okay, the first word is crab. Crab. The next word is froth. Froth. Where are you going to put that mark? The next word, are you ready? Is crib. Crib. The next word is crush. Crush. Then I have the word frost. Frost. Next is the word fresh. Fresh. What do you hear in the beginning of fresh? I have the word crack. Crack. Next we have the word crunch. Crunch. The next word is frisk. Frisk. And then I have the word free. Free. I have the word frog. frog, and the last word is crust. Crust. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to count up how many tally marks you have on your paper. So count them up and write down the number, and then count the ones under the CR and write the number. Miss Hales will review what I have after you've got your numbers written down. Are you ready? Okay, so we have the word frog, free, frisk, fresh, frost, and froth. Those are all the ones for the FR. Now let me read through the CR words. We have crust, crunch, crack, crush, crib, and crab. Now let's see how many we have. I'll count. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words that started with fur, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words that start with cur. How did you do? Did you do a good job today? We'll practice some more of those blends tomorrow. Practice listening and hearing them, and then noticing the FR says fur and the CR says cur. Good job. The last thing we're going to do today, Ms. Hales is going to show you what you're going to do with Nearpod. Okay? So when you, let me erase this. When you go to Nearpod, you're going to see a worksheet that looks like this one. Actually, let me hold it up here. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the picture. You're going to read both phrases, okay? So let's read the top one. The top one says, a kid with a pig. Or it said, the second one says, a gift from a kid. So if you look at the picture, you see that there's a gift in his hand. Let me show you nice and close. Okay? So are you going to put an X in the top box or the bottom box? The top one says a kid with a pig. The bottom says a gift from a kid. Yes, you're going to put an X in the bottom box because that's the one, that's the statement that represents the picture. Okay? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to have 2 pages of this. You need to read the top phrase, read the bottom phrase, look at the picture. Whichever phrase is the one that matches the picture, you're going to put an X next to it, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to submit it so that Ms. Hales will get your work. All right? Do your best reading, friends. Have a great day, and I will see you here tomorrow. Bye.